If you've ever had to manage a booth at a trade show, you know the drill. The endless coordination, those surprise fees that pop up out of nowhere, and just the frustration of it all. Today, we're going to talk about why it might finally be time to break that expensive cycle and find a much smarter way to show up.
So let me ask you this. What are the hidden costs of your trade show booth? It sounds like a simple question, right? But the answer is anything but. Because it's never just about that rental fee on the invoice, is it? No. There's this whole web of costs in both your time and your money that comes with being stuck with rental equipment. Let's pull back the curtain and see what you're really paying for.
And that brings us right to what we're calling the rental nightmare. Honestly, for so many people out there, that's exactly what it feels like. A recurring bad dream of logistical headaches and bills you just didn't see coming.
Okay, let's just break this down. First, you've got that big rental fee. We're talking thousands of dollars right off the bat. Then, boom, you get hit with hundreds more just to plug the thing in. And don't forget setup time. That's your team's valuable hours down the drain. But honestly, look at that last line. 0% brand consistency. That's the real killer. You're basically playing rental roulette every single show, just crossing your fingers that this time the display you get actually looks good.
So yeah, that's the problem. It's expensive, it's a gamble, and it's a huge hassle. But what if you could just sidestep all of that? Let's talk about a totally different way to think about this, the ownership solution.
And here it is. Just look at this. This is the alternative. Imagine a sleek, professional display that is yours. It shows up when you show up, it works perfectly every time, and it makes your brand look exactly the way you want it to. No more rental forms, no more frantic emails, and zero surprises. And this is how owning SALs just completely changes the game. First off, no more desperately hunting for a power outlet. With over 10 hours of battery life, you can put this thing wherever you want on the show floor. Total freedom. Next, you can just go ahead and shred those rental forms because those recurring fees are gone for good. And then there's the big one. Perfect brand consistency every single time. Why? Because it's your display. And finally, it's not just for trade shows. It becomes this awesome marketing tool you can use all year long.
Okay, that all sounds great, but let's get real. Does it actually make financial sense? Well, let's get into the proof. This is where we look at the savings, by the numbers.
All right, this right here is so important because it reframes the whole decision. Renting is just a line item, right? It's an operational expense you pay over and over and over again. Owning, on the other hand, is a one-time capital investment. You're not just spending money differently. You are fundamentally shifting your whole strategy from a constant cash drain to a long-term asset that actually works for you.
So what does that financial shift actually look like? Well, for a company that does, say, 8 shows a year, the estimated savings over 3 years comes out to $75,700. Just let that number sink in for a second. That is a massive amount of money that goes straight back into your business.
And get this, how long does it take to get your money back? The break-even point is after your second show. Just 2. That's it. Every single event after that isn't just saving you from rental fees, it's pure profit on your investment.
But the value doesn't just stop when the trade show packs up. A real asset should be working for you all the time, not just for a few weeks a year. So now let's look at what happens beyond the trade show floor.
So between shows, this thing isn't just gathering dust in a storage crate. Nope. You can roll it right into your corporate lobby to welcome a VIP. You could use it for directions during an on-site event, or display important updates at your next company town hall. It's always ready to go, always working.
Or hey, what about retail? It's the perfect solution for a pop-up shop or a temporary showroom, when you need a high-end digital look without the headache of a permanent installation. You can announce a new product launch or switch up your promotions in a snap.
And this display is not afraid of a little sunshine. With a screen that's ridiculously bright, we're talking bright enough to cut right through direct daylight, it is perfect for outdoor events and festivals. And because it's battery-powered, you can literally plop it down in the middle of a field. That is total freedom.
So we know it's versatile, and we know it saves you a ton of money. But is it actually easy for your team to use? Yes, absolutely. Every single piece of this was designed for work, not to create more work.
The setup is just this beautiful, simple 3-step process. Step 1, you just roll it out. It's got these super rugged wheels. Step 2, you power it on. 1 button, no cables, you're done. Step 3, you go live. You can actually manage all the content from anywhere using a cloud-based system. That means you can update the screen from your phone, even if you're across the country. A single person can do all of this in under 5 minutes.
Now you might be thinking, hey, can't I just stick a regular TV on a cart and call it a day? Well, this slide answers that question perfectly. A regular TV is just not built for this. It's not nearly bright enough, so it'll look completely washed out under those bright convention center lights. It's not designed to be shipped around, so it'll probably break after a year or two of that abuse. It doesn't have a battery, and crucially, it doesn't come with any professional support when you're on the show floor and something goes wrong. This is a commercial-grade tool, not a consumer gadget.
So, when you really weigh it all, the endless costs, the logistical nightmares, and the brand inconsistency of renting, and you compare that to the massive savings, the year-round versatility, and the professional polish of owning, it really just leaves you with one final question to think about, doesn't it?